to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I want to sit down with you guys and show you how I actually made this DIY flower wall behind me. This project has actually been a very long time in the making. I ordered these flowers back in probably mid-November and I finally received them in January. However, I had originally ordered 700 flowers, 400 white flowers and 300 pink flowers, and so only part of my order came, which was the pink. I'm kind of sad because I would have rather had the white, but it is what it is. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna make the best of it. For 300 flowers, it was roughly $45, and then the poster board I way overpaid on because pandemic season, like coronavirus. Yeah, so basically I didn't want to go hunting through like Walmart or the dollar store or anywhere that would have had reasonable foam boards. Instead, I bought them from CVS for like $7 a pop, and I bought 2 foam boards. So you can definitely do that much cheaper elsewhere. Even still, this is a tutorial for under $100. I'm not sure how long it will take you to get these flowers if you order from AliExpress, especially with everything going on currently. Hope you all are staying safe. I know that Amazon also offered the option to buy large supplies of these flowers, but I know that they were also much more expensive. So if you are willing to spend a little bit more coin, like, we don't do that here, so do you, boo? So for this project, you are going to need your flowers, and again, you can order these from either like AliExpress or Amazon, or I'm sure that there's a lot of other bulk retailers out there. I know that craft stores often have their own flowers. You don't have to get roses. You don't, there's so many different options that you can choose, but I know that craft stores like Hobby Lobby or Michael's are much more expensive in their inventory, so it really depends on what you're looking for and what kind of look that you want to achieve and how many flowers you are looking to buy. Also, you are going to need a pair of scissors, a hot glue gun. Last of all, you're going to need your foam board. Again, you can get your foam board much cheaper elsewhere. This is a 22 by 28 inch board. I used all of these flowers. I believe it was 11 across and 14 down, so it's like 154, I believe. Don't check my math. I think that's right, only because I added it up on the calculator like a million times. Again, I was not a communication major because I am good at math. Let's just leave it there. So what you're going to want to do is take your rose and your scissors and come right up to the bud. You don't want to snip too much. You want to leave yourself just a little bit of space here, just so you have something to poke into the board. And you're going to snip that right off. You're going to be left with something that looks like this. And your flower will most likely go flying elsewhere, so be ready for projectile roses. Check out my cheetah pants, guys. These aren't cheetah, these are snake. Okay, hi guys. So I actually lined this right up next to my complete poster board because I want it to flow more seamlessly into this. So I'm going to take my first rose and kind of line it up. Now, normally on this board, I start it way at the edge of this board, but because I'm kind of keeping this into this because I plan to put these two together so it looks bigger, I am just going to follow the same guideline as I did moving down here. So I'm going to find where this rose fits best, right next in the top row, and taking that bud on the bottom and push into the board. And then taking that out, there will be a very small hole. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom really quick. So right here is a tiny little hole. And I'm gonna take my hot glue gun that I've already heated up, and I'm just gonna put a dab of hot glue. Take my flower bud before it cools off and stick that right back into the hole. And I like to hold it just for a second, just to be sure that it's setting where it needs to be. And voila. So I'm going to keep repeating this process all the way down the board, finding exactly where it should be in relation to the rest of the board, pushing it down into the foam, checking that hole, and a dollop of glue. Hello, my camera ran out of memory. Okay, so I'm just going to continue moving down the board. And if you have any little like strings of hot glue like I have all over, it honestly doesn't really matter. It's going to be covered up anyway, but if it really bothers you, it will peel right off. Okay. Some people are like super methodical and precise with how they measure out their flowers. I honestly just kind of have them going down however they look okay. Again, I am not someone that's good with numbers. I was, again, say it with me, a communications major for a reason. Like, okay, so I've grabbed a few more flowers. Not even a few, like a lot. And I'm just going to open these up and start snipping all over again. It's definitely helpful to have someone that could help you with this, like while you're putting flowers on, if they're snipping some flowers, but I'm not going to put Nick through that, so. I also find it's much easier to do these one at a time. Unfortunately, it'd be much easier if you could do multiple at a time, but these are like a wire material inside and they're kind of hard to cut through. So if you can cut through multiple at a time, I would recommend doing so to save time, but it's just not happening for me. So one at a time it is. Okay, so I finally just finished my other panel and I hot glued them together. My camera actually died, so I'm filming on my phone now. And this bad boy is ready to hang. Hang this on my wall, I'm gonna be using these command strips, which are actually really cool because they actually like Velcro together like that. So it's super easy to remove them if you want to. So I went ahead and very gently flipped my board over, and I'm just going to take these and start to pull them apart. And I'm actually going to just go ahead and squeeze them together. I feel like it's easier to do when they're off so that you get them more even. And I don't want to have to press super hard on the flowers once this is on the wall. Okay, and you're just going to peel off one side and apply that to the board. Be careful while doing this, you don't want to bend or break the foam. I'm just going to leave this on here until I've got all of them ready, and then I will peel them off before I put it on the wall. Okay, so I have secured a command strip in each corner and then also two large ones in the middle just to be sure that the boards stay together. Even though they're hot glued, I just want to make sure it's supported. And these are all peeled and ready to go up on the wall. It is up and I love it. I am so excited. I really want to add in some like fairy lights in here, so I will probably come back. You'll see an updated version at another time because I do have fairy lights. I just don't know where they are. I'm really excited with how this came out. I love it. I hope you guys love it too. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything, let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, especially like I got a battle wound showing you guys this. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time and stay well.